Chicago now with your two favorite Leos right here.
In the building.
And
don't get it
like
twisted.
I always say,
yes.
it shows. It shows. I'm not going to lie. When we're looking at the facts, it shows. Okay, so most of us, we know our zodiac sign, but I'm going to read this here. But what if we told you it might be 2,000 years out of date because of Earth's slow wobble? The constellations no longer line up with the signs we've grown up with. So we're bringing an expert. We're bringing Angie Banicki to help us make sense of the stars, the signs, and why astrology still resonates today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I've got two Leos with me.
Yeah, we got to break that down. So does that mean that we wouldn't really be what we've become accustomed to when it comes to a Leo?
Okay, so here's my take on all of this. I believe it's a little bit of both and. And as I've been playing with this and reviewing some of the research, we can take this and it's to our advantage to use a little bit of the both and. Can either of you think of some Cancer tendencies that perhaps you've felt in your life? Like maybe you get sort of sensitive, or you pick up on other people's feelings, or you notice how the moon affects you. I played with this with so many clients, even this weekend, because I actually read tarot cards also, and I was reading cards for some women, and we were doing their kids, and one of the sons came up and I was like, oh, he's like air and just like fiery and kind of like all over the place, a little bit spastic. And they were like, it's so wild you say that. I was like, it's like he's a Gemini. And they were like, he's actually a Cancer. And so I brought up this article and I said, how great for you to know he's got a little bit of this Gemini. And the mother was just in shock. She's like, this makes so much sense and helps me to understand, because we've said he's kind of got ADD and he's just like a flash and loses his thoughts and is so airy. And so she said, to know that and to think of it that way really helps me, because, he was born in July. And I think for all of us, like, how great that we can look at, right, the 2,000 years of we've all held on to isn't for nothing. Right? That you can say, I've been a Leo my whole life. I've been associating with this. I've recognized it. Our thoughts are creating reality. And we've all been like, Leo is Leo. Leo is the dates that Leo is, and Cancer is the dates that Cancers are. But now that we can look at, oh, there's an evolution of it, maybe I have a little bit of both. So that's my sort of take on it. How do you feel about that as a Leo Cancer?
I guess I have a question though. Like, are people updating now this new kind of alignment, different dates and stuff now that you're, I guess,
it's kind of thrown off.
Yeah.
So like, what would a Leo be? Would a Leo be a Gemini potentially?
And are they catching on, like these apps and stuff where you can read your horoscope?
I think there are a few people, I'm reading hundreds of people, like constantly seeing people, right? And for the most part, everyone I know, it's a very, very select few that questions and is like, well, hey, what do you think about this new way of looking at things? It's very rare. So I would say for the most part, people are pretty aligned with their sign. But obviously the New York Times is writing about this. It's sort of sprinkling in for us. And I think another really important thing to take out of all of this is like, what do you feel about yourself? That's the most important sign in this. We all have different planets in our birth chart. We're all connecting in different ways. So to just be like, I'm just a Leo and that's it. That's all there is. Like that's really you saying, it's like saying I'm, because I go to this school, I'm everything that represents this school. It's kind of like narrowing who we are. But to your point, it hasn't really caught on in a bigger way. I think there's sort of a sprinkling where there are people who are curious and are like, oh, what does this mean? I've been reading a little bit about it, but it's not caught on in the bigger collective, in my world anyway.
Let me ask you this, because a lot of times when we had the comedian on before you, he was talking about how people use astrology and zodiac signs in terms of relationships, right? They try to understand the other person. Does this change the game when it comes to that? Because what you think someone is may be kind of knocked off a little bit.
I think you can use it to your advantage. I think you can look at I don't know that it knocks anything off. But let's say someone tells you, oh, you're a Leo, you should not be with a Pisces. And you're like, but wait, I'm dating a Pisces, right? It can make you sort of look at, oh, there is a reason that we attracted and found each other, right? As with anything, there's just always exceptions, or in this case, perhaps it even makes more sense where you're like, oh, wow, now I can see more why I'm with this person. But I think, because I kind of love when I hear two different signs that maybe aren't meant for each other have attracted each other, because there's usually a deeper context of what they came to learn and what they found to work through with that person.
So you mentioned some of your clients. What are people coming to you for if people at home aren't familiar with your work?
People are usually coming to you. Lately, it's been a lot of, oh my gosh, what is happening? I've got a lot of fear around my career. I'm struggling with, we are really moving into a time, this eclipse that we're in now and what's coming up with this new moon on Sunday and the equinox Monday, this next 3 months is a lot of change, and a lot of change that maybe we're not expecting or creating, but is happening for us. But it's creating this time of, what do you want to dream up? Like, what do you want? And so I'm having clients come like, help me. How do I prepare for where I'm going next? Because I know I want change. I want to change I want to be more connected to my purpose. I want to have my career feel more aligned with who I am. And we're all really like seeking and trying to connect to what that is. So that's been a big thing. And obviously there have been a lot of breakups and deaths. We're in a time of, again, this change, and people need support in how to navigate that and to sort of understand where might I be headed, or help me prepare for where I'm going.
That makes sense given the times that we're in. Let me ask you this. How did you even find yourself? Because I think we've all, explored looking into astrology and our zodiac signs. How did you find yourself being kind of an expert on this? When did, you start delving into this world of zodiac signs and astrology?
For me, it happened through my dreams. And for me, it happened about 13 years ago. So, but it's interesting you even ask that, because I am you would be shocked. I'm shocked even now to have like 50-year-old men who are running, huge companies that you wouldn't, that you wouldn't ever imagine are calling me and talking about their sign, or sending me articles and being like, I need you to help me understand more of this, because we're in a moment in time where we are all realizing there's so much outside of us and so much we can learn about our inside life and about ourselves through this sort of study in a way that we've never had. When I started having dreams and were given tarot cards and started channeling horoscopes, it was, a lot of my friends were like, what are you doing? I was working in entertainment I was doing marketing and loving my job there. And just all of a sudden I was like, this is all I can do. It's all, I want to learn more about myself. I want to learn more about helping people. And we're really, I imagine even you saying you're talking about it with the comedian, 10 years ago, I'm sure you wouldn't have been having that conversation, right? We're all like, oh my gosh, tell me more. This is helping me understand myself and understand more about who I am and how I want to be in the world, which is really cool and exciting.
It is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are seeking answers because so many things are happening around us that we can't really find an answer to. So we're trying to delve through it all to figure out, where can I turn to find an answer to this, whatever this is.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I want an answer. By any chance, I'm going to put some pressure on you.
Yeah.
Can you give us a reading virtually, or do you strictly do them in person?
No, I'd love to do it virtually.
Here we go.
Start with
okay, I'm gonna give you each.
I want to see.
Oh boy, you can be honest too, because I know I got something.
I'm gonna do a three. I'm gonna get each of your birthdays. I'm gonna do a 3-card pull, and I'm gonna give you just a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna see what comes through.
If it's something bad, email me. Okay. July 26th is my actual birth month and day.
You're the day before my birthday and one of my best friends.
Look at us.
Oh, look at
July
that.
26th.
We're aligned. Who knew?
I feel the connection.
Wait, July 26th. Okay, wow. So you are in you are in the year of reinventing yourself.
Oh, baby, I feel it. You talking my language now. Come on.
This year really wants to, I mean, it really wants you to go in deeper and look at who's really most important to you. How do you really want the world to see you? What have you been maybe putting out for the world because that's what was expected of you or wanted, but now you're realizing this is more of my truth. And what's happening to you this year is trying to help you see all of that and look more at how you want to share your purpose in the world. And I'll tell you, 2027 is going to be a huge year for you.
Ooh, 2027. Yeah. We got to get there, but we're going to get there. Okay.
Oh, also, you've got some powerful, legacy cards coming through. It's showing me that really what's happening for you this next 6 months. Like, I get this card, if you see.
Okay, I see King of somebody.
It's the King of Pentacles. In my deck, it's the Scooter Braun card, but it's very much like, how are you building out your life and how you want to leave your legacy? And my cards are showing what you've been working on now and how you've been looking at yourself. Like, the cards show it in a way where it's like, oh, she knows herself, she knows who she is, but she can feel there's bigger change coming, and tell her she's exactly where she needs to be.
She's got it.
Okay, thank you for that. I feel that energy. What's your birth month and date?
August 8th.
August 8th.
Ooh, you're an 8-8.
I'm actually 888.
Yeah.
So it's my angel number, my sister tells me. And I think it's
it is
okay. But also the 8-8 for you, this is going to be, this is big for you to know. So next year you are in an 8 year in numerology, which means you with that 888, and then to know that next year is the 8, is like what you are manifesting now, and even what you're questioning or being shown, because I'm being shown in the cards, like, it's sort of like, tell her to relax and be open. Don't say no to what might be showing up. Like, be open to what possibility could be presenting itself, without needing to decide anything yet. But you need to know that next year is going to be like a fast forward button on just like bringing to you things that maybe even something this year you're like, maybe I'd want to do this, or maybe I'd want to move here, or maybe I'd want. Next year is going to flood a lot of support and show you how you've been manifesting like some big stuff.
You go.
Wow.
Big one
I love this for both of us.
No, I love this. You go.
This is kind of what I live for. I love this.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's so impressive that you could do that virtually. Like, you can tell you're a wealth of knowledge.
We need you in studio next time.
I would love that.
Okay, we're gonna make it happen.
All right, we need to know your social media handles. Where can people find you? Do you share more information on social media?
I do a little bit. I'm at Angie Bannicky, just my name on Instagram.
Perfect.
And my website is just my name.
Oh, your same thing. AngieBannicky.com. Thank you so much for being with us. You were a wealth of knowledge.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you in person next time.
Yes.